They are letting you know this is not about safety, this is about gun control. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms for NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like my channel and want to support my channel, you can use the links in the description box below. And I'm about to expand. I'm looking into merchandising, which is going to be kind of cool. I'll give you, as you watch my channel more and more, you'll see more of that as it goes. I'm going to make some really cool stuff. But let's talk about this. This is kind of a follow-up to the public hearing that was March 6th concerning Governor's Bill 6667. This is, of course, Connecticut Governor's Bill. And I came across a very interesting news clip and a few other pieces of testimony from that day. And I want to talk about it because, quite honestly, once again, it shows that this is not about anybody's safety. Now, I'm going to play this. This is from local news, Connecticut News affiliate, for the YouTube moderators. I am using this for reaction and dialogue. It will be broken up. Okay, I'm not playing this in its entirety. But let's go ahead and watch this.
We still have people dying almost every other day in Connecticut.
These laws are not going to stop bad people from shooting other people.
Passionate testimony Monday on both sides of a long-standing issue, gun control.
We are here to make sure that people are safe in this country.
Supporters say,
And, we're here to make sure people are safe in this country. Safe from what? When you pass laws that only law-abiding people will follow, who are you making it safe for? For the criminal element is who you're making it safe for. You're going to hear a lot of this gaslighting nonsense, but it shows the disingenuousness of these people. This is not about your safety, but
these bills are necessary to keep Connecticut safe.
Until we live in a society where people are no longer dying from gun violence, we have to keep passing as many laws as we can to prevent more preventable death.
But those
now, do you hear what he's saying here? As long as you being killed by a firearm is happening, we're going to keep passing laws. Well, people are always going to die, unfortunately, by nefarious means because we're an immoral society and we're reaping what we sow. But this person right here is letting you know up front, this is not about safety. This is about us taking away guns from the public. As long as people are dying by gun violence, screw you if you're killed any other way. We don't care about you. As long as we can use you when you're killed by a firearm, we're going to prop you up. But the minute you're killed by something else, we're just going to step over your body to the next thing that we can exploit for our agenda. This guy is disgusting. Let me tell you something else. Every time they have these public hearings, and the last one and the one before, actually, this guy right here gets to talk as long as he wants. Everybody else gets 3 minutes. Anyone who's pro-gun control gets to speak pretty much as long as they want. And then they get leading questions that allows them to speak even further. I was actually in line behind this guy from the CAGV at the, I can't remember the date, but the one before this one. I was the next person in line to speak. And I'm sitting there going, wow, I thought it was only 3 minutes. This guy's talking, what's going on here? And I kind of checked myself and didn't say, I thought we only had 3 minutes. No, if you have a pro-gun control stance, the legislature will let you speak as long as you need to. But
opposed say Connecticut already has some of the strictest gun laws in the nation and argue these new proposals will do little to stop gun crime.
There's nothing in here that I could see that address people who do bad things. The people who are doing the bad things They're the ones that got to be dealt with.
The measure getting the most attention Monday, the governor's bill addressing gun violence. His proposal would close a loophole in the state's assault weapons ban, raise the age to purchase a long gun from 18 to 21, expand safe storage requirements, and more. Another measure would implement microstamping to identify guns and raise the age to purchase ammunition.
Okay, microstamping. Now, I've spoken about it briefly in another video, but microstamping, the technology does not exist. There is no functional technology for microstamping. So he's implementing technology that doesn't work. Why? I'm explaining to you that there is there's a reason behind this. Okay? It's the same thing that California did. Now, somebody said 2007. I thought it was 2013, but it may be, but California implemented a microstamping law. But what they do with that law is to basically ban swaths of firearms because they don't comply with their safety standards under this microstamping rule. That's exactly why he wants this microstamping rule. He wants to ban generations of guns. Like, you can't buy a Gen 4 or 5 Glock in California. That's exactly what he's doing with this. Microstamping does not work. The technology is not there. He's using it to ban firearms from being imported into the state. That's what this is about. Don't let them fool you.
Third bill brought by multiple Connecticut mayors aimed at strengthening penalties for repeat offenders of gun-related crimes.
If we want Connecticut to be a safer state, we need to pass and continue to update our safe gun laws.
The fourth bill.
Once again, hear the language. We want Connecticut to be safe, so we must update our Connecticut gun laws. Forget about if you're killed any other way. We don't care about you. We don't care about you. We can't use you. This is not about nobody's damn safety.
Bill Monday, introduced by the Republican caucus, looks to ease restrictions for gun owners.
We need to prosecute the guns that we have and hold criminals responsible and stop further restricting the legal rights of law-abiding citizens.
Okay. Let's come out of that. I wanted you to hear the words from their own mouths, what they're talking about here. You heard them say, as long as people are being killed by gun violence. So what about other forms of violence? They don't care. It's not about your safety. I keep saying it. I sound like a damn broken record, but that's the fact. They don't care about your safety. It's not about your safety. I'm going to come over to here. Now, this is a gentleman from the NSSF came out and spoke at that same hearing. And I want to come down to, I don't need to get all into it. I want to come down to here. Okay, this Bartozzi. Okay. Joe Bartozzi is a CEO, NSSF. And I want to come down to here. Quote, this is extremely expansive legislation that does little or nothing to deter criminals and will only impact law-abiding gun owners because that's the agenda. Bartozzi told the committee, the proposal amounts to a throttling of constitutional rights that would suffocate firearms retailers, straining their bottom line, and possibly put them out of business because that's the goal. Okay? And, I want to come down to where he talks about, if I do pull it up here. Here we go. Now, Jake McGugan testified against Governor Lamont's proposal to focusing on microstamping requirement. That's the unproven and unworkable technology using a laser to imprint a unique identifying code on a handgun's firing pin. A firing pin that you can file down, a firing pin that you can change. Theoretically, transferring the Mach to a spent casing once it is fired. What if you use a revolver? But okay, even the patent holder for the sole source microstamping technology, Todd Lizzotti, who also testified at the hearing, recognizes his technology as flawed and unreliable. Quote, this technology is unproven and has been independently tested throughout the country to determine it does not work. McGugan explained, criminals aren't purchasing at a retail level, duh. And again, we know 90% of guns used in crimes are illegally obtained or stolen. Like I said prior, The microstamping law they're trying to pass is going to use it to ban specific models of firearms from coming into the state. That's what microstamping rule is for. The guy who is the patent holder for this technology is telling you it doesn't work, right? It doesn't work, and it's flawed because not all guns are bought at the retail level by criminals. They usually steal them. But, so, and it does briefly mention, I'll bring that down to here, that California, as I mentioned before, California has mandated that technology, but no manufacturers know how to comply, and no manufacturers have introduced any guns with microstamping technology because it doesn't work and it's unreliable and it's flawed technology. But California uses it to prevent the guns from being imported in the state. That's what it's for. Now, I wanted to talk on this because once again, I'm exposing the callousness of these people. Absolute callousness of their attitude towards violence in general. They make it all about gun violence. In reality, they're just making it about, propping up people that they can exploit for an agenda that has nothing to do with your safety. And it's just ugly. It's quite honestly ugly and disturbing to watch these people talk. We continue to hold the public to a higher standard than the criminals. And we just completely missed the point. And deliberately, this is on purpose, this is a deliberate action by these people to keep passing laws that have nothing to do with crime, because it's not about crime. It's about firearm ownership among the public and the agenda of disarmament. Period. But I want to bring that story out there because, like I said, I wanted people to hear it from these people's own mouths that they really don't care about you. It's not about you. It's about them and their agenda. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.